All right, and thanks for tuning back in to ESQ-Astro. I am the host, ESQ, and we're going to get into today's daily read for the collective. Here at ESQ-Astro, we do things on Kemetic time. So we do an Egyptian spread, build up of a pyramid with the Egyptian tarot, and then we'll clarify with the gods of Egypt just to let you know what's going on for the overall energy of the reading or clarify anything that may be unclear in the pyramid buildup. I'll do my best to explain things in the way that I know, okay, or what I see. But I do ask that, oh, temperance coming out. And the so I do ask that you follow my guide, but also bring in your own interpretation and your deeper meanings or understanding of what the cards may say to you based upon what you see. And again, daily I do a short that goes along with the video to give you an overview of the read. So if you do have that interpretation skill on your own, I know many readers watch other readers. So that'll give you the opportunity to see what cards I pulled and how it may play into what you're going through or what may be coming for you. All right, we do ask that the Most High, my ancestors, and my spirit guides guide the reading and give us the clearest picture. I ask that you call in yours on your end. That way you can get the clearest picture for yourself. In mind, body, and soul, we pull out the first card, which is going to be Judgment in reverse. Okay. So Judgment been coming out in reverse pretty much the entire week. Okay. And now that it's Friday, this is the day where we can see that Judgment being reversed. Okay. Next card coming out is the Temperance. So it did end up popped out in the shuffle in the upright. So I kind of figured that was what it would be. Yeah, this person's back on that arc. They're back on somewhat solid ground to make a decision. And maybe this is you actually coming to that decision. We are going to use the first three cards to represent the weekend read. Okay. So this is going to be today, Friday. This is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow may be that day of balance right in between. And then for Sunday, we've got the Justice card reverse. So yeah, somebody's definitely having some type of choice to make or some choice being made over you. Okay. And it could revert. It could be a reverse judgment where again things were looked at in a particular way before, and now you're having a judgment reverse, which is ultimately bringing you justice. So a reversal of justice. Maybe an injustice will be done. So just be mindful with the full moon on Sunday and an injustice or justice in reverse coming out. The light can be shed on these two particular things. Things that happen today in a reverse judgment can actually have light shed on Sunday in those particulars. But just know in the middle, on Saturday, you remain tempered, and that's the best place to be. Always, move with agility and a wise motion. So, next card coming out is going to be the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so dominant reversal reading so far. I mean, Temperance is the only one coming out in the upright, and this may be also showing one who remains calm in the midst of the chaos going on around them. Okay, the Emperor is again in reverse a businessman that making decisions, somebody who controls things, or maybe at a standstill when it comes to making a particular decision, judgment. You know, the main thing is that again with the reversals, I would say things are turning around, and with the Temperance coming out as the upright, it should be in a good way. Next card coming out, the Devil in reverse. Yeah, so I would say yeah, something toxic is being examined in the balance as far as the judgment is concerned. Um, and there may be a reverse judgment in that particular area, which reverses justice. It maybe even reverses the emperor to put him in a place to make a decision um, to either get rid of something toxic, accept it for what it is. But the main thing is that the emperor is in the position to make a judgment, to bring forth some type of justice, and is dealing with something toxic or something that's bonding or binding. Um, I'm trying to remember. There's another explanation for the devil in reverse as well. Um, oh my God, yeah, I can't think of it right off the top, but it definitely can do with, again, releasing something as well when it comes to the devil being in reverse. Next card out is the Empress upright. So the Empress upright and the Emperor in the reverse. Okay, this is definitely, um, I would say, something that's at odds as far as the way two people look at something. And it could be something toxic, you know, or something that could be considered toxic from one's view, but from another's view is just not that. Um, or somebody denying their toxicity. Ultimately, that's what I can see here. Somebody's in denial of their toxicity and maybe in a place of being beyond reproach when it comes to being able to call them out on that. They're always going to justify. Uh, again, a person who doesn't uh, see that their right is somebody else's wrong or somebody else's left, again, it can be a challenge. Next card coming out, the Chariot upright. Okay. So with the Chariot coming out upright, after the Empress upright, I would definitely say somebody's stuck in a particular position where they may not have motion, um, have to make a decision in order to get that motion, and it could be through the Empress. And again, the Empress and the Emperor at odds here. One in the upright, one in the reverse, and then we have that Devil in reverse. So this could be a release or some type of acquisition as well. It just depends on what's going on in the personal situation. Because again, when we release something, we always open space for something else. So it could be a simultaneous type of thing. We release one thing and then we acquire something else. Okay, and it could be a car. That's what I keep seeing pop out: the Chariot, motion, a car, decision made, movement forward. Okay. Next card coming out, the Sun card. And the Sun card clarifying the Devil in reverse and the Empress. Okay. Again, with this full moon coming up on Sunday, we have to realize that the sun will be in Gemini, which is how we think, how we communicate, and the moon will actually be in Sagittarius. So the moon is full in Sagittarius, but there's going to be a lot of reflective Gemini energy being sent that way. So this could be things that have to do with learning, seeing the duality of things, communicating different, or communication being challenged, the way we think versus what we actually believe or have our faith in. On the side of Sagittarius opposing Gemini, we have to very, very much take into account that our beliefs can be challenged based upon how we think, or how we think can be challenged based upon what we say we believe. So I always tell people, if you don't practice what you preach, then you shouldn't preach. You know what I mean? Because again, if you can't teach what you say you know, then you don't really know it. Okay. So that's why, again, the sciences are in place for those higher minds who are inclined to not only understand interpretation, but understand balance and understand how things work in cycles and are not just a straight line to a target. Okay. So the sun coming out there is definitely clarifying that something may be being released, and it may be some type of spiritual, some type of spiritual belief or way of thinking, or again, it may be just the total release of a situation as the sun and the full moon shines on that situation. Next card out is the Magician in reverse. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely say that this is going to expose how either somebody's been misusing magic, um, really don't understand their own magic, so they don't know how to use it. Okay. Um, or it could even be somebody contesting, again, what you know with the cards in the reverse coming out from the beginning. Again, there's a judgment and some type of bonding energy, again, that is being released and let go. But with the magician in reverse coming out right after the sun, it pretty much has made this a dominant reversal reading. Okay. So with that being said, and the magician being in reverse, I could even say somebody again is holding back on their magic, or um, not overexerting themselves when it comes to putting out too much when it comes to what you can do, but doing just enough to see where other people are. Again, exposing somebody that, again, doesn't know how to use their magic, or doesn't have any type of access to it based upon how they live in. Next card coming out to complete, the moon in reverse at the top. I knew it was going to be that or the tower card. So moon in reverse at the top. I mean, like I say, something's being held back. You know, this is the second time that the moon and the sun have come out in opposite, positions. One in the upright, one in the reverse. And with this full moon coming, I would definitely say something can be exposed. Somebody may even expose their magic without even knowing it. So you may get the the insight that you've been looking for with dealing with a certain person to see what's actually going on. Because again, we are in a season of exposure. As we go into June and that full moon portal closes, we go right into Capricorn with the next sign of the moon. And that is going to bring a lot of light and just favor to those who are ruled by Jupiter, okay, which would be Sagittarius and Pisces. So there can be a big uh, uptick in finances, things that are building a legacy or helping you build your legacy. So again, things can be being exposed in these particular areas to show you exactly the choice that you need to make. Um, and in some place, you may need to reverse judgment in order to let something go. Okay. Sometimes this can even relate to us accepting things beyond uh, the measure that we originally set. And again, once you get used to disrespect, or you get used to things that are not, to your liking, you can put yourself in a real hard place when dealing with people. Trying to check things way down the line when you should have nipped it in the bud from the beginning. Okay. So this full moon is definitely going to be exposing that. And again, remember, it's going to be projecting the sun from Gemini onto the moon in Sagittarius. So there will be mixed themes of Gemini as well as Sagittarius entwined. And going into the luckiest month of the year, June 1st, dude, y'all get ready. And again, follow your intuition. We're going to fall into a heavy intuitive time with Mercury going into Cancer already. But by the end of the month, Mercury will be going retrograde in Cancer with the sun in Cancer. And yeah, intuition will be heavy between the dates of, I would say, June 12th, okay? Well, let's say June 9th, okay? All the way to about August 1st. You really have that real lucky spurt happening, especially if anybody's in a number 1, number 4, number 6, or number 8 personal year. Okay. So you want to know more, I'll be opening up the lines to do reading soon. I'm going to start posting some other videos with some astrological insight. So if you guys are resonating with the reading, I do ask that you make a comment. Let me know how it resonates. Like the video, share it with somebody, and then subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We are looking to get further out into the algorithm. Now, the bottom of the deck here is going to be the star card in reverse. Okay, I thought the tower would come out, but it's the star card in reverse. So yeah, this is just showing, again, somebody's reserving their star power, or in a position where they're about to be able to take advantage of a real unique situation that's going to be presented. Okay. Even with the Empress and the Chariot, that could be information coming in as well from the outside. So keep that in mind. That may be the thing that's holding the Emperor in reverse. As he doesn't have enough information to actually make that reverse judgment. But he is in a tempered position. But there are too many unseen factors for a final decision to be made, I would say. Okay. And that's always wise, to wait till you have compiled evidence to make a decision in certain situations, or you may put yourself in a bad situation, or miss out to where if you would have held out, you would have got a better deal. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's clarify with the gods of Egypt. I'm just going to take one card with the gods of Egypt and flip the bottom of the deck. I haven't done a pluck and pull in a while. I've been thinking about doing it, but I think I'm going to keep it conventional. I like how things been going. The messages have been pretty clear. Again, this is a dominant reversal reading, so we got to take what's there, especially with the clarifier at the bottom coming out in reversal. That star card in reverse, again, can mean a lot. And as you see, we have the sun, the moon, and the star there. So there's some type of alignment. The sun is the only one in the upright. So I would definitely say watch for the hook when it comes to this full moon on Sunday. And again, things from the full moon can play out within the next 7 days thereafter to 7 months. So you definitely want to take note of that. And just know that, again, things will come full circle when we have the full moon in Gemini during Sagittarius season. All right, so we clarify the reading with understanding in reverse. Okay, the Newt card. Okay. So if understanding in reverse, then there's a misunderstanding. There's something that's not clear. There's something that's holding somebody in a particular position to where once the light is shed on things, it'll reverse the magic as far as what they're actually putting into things. And I believe that's where a lot of stuff will start to come out of the dark and into the light, okay, to hopefully bring this misunderstanding to a point of understanding. The bottom of the deck is the protection card in reverse. Yeah. So with this misunderstanding, there could be a reversal of protection. Okay, or with correcting or making the correction in the changing of judgment and justice, it could bring forth extra protection, or could reverse protection to where one is exposing themselves by not one is not protecting themselves by not examining things correctly or waiting for all the information to come in. So again, haste makes waste, but we also say think long, think wrong, so we have to decide what type of situation this is. Definitely a dominant reversal reading, so I would say things are being reversed for somebody like very seriously. And I would say Sunday is going to be the culmination of that justice being reversed. Again, our Friday card is judgment in reverse. Our Saturday card is the Temperance upright. And then our Sunday card for the weekend is Justice in reverse, followed by the Emperor in reverse, just to top off that bottom row. Okay. So yeah, it's a pretty deep time we in. Like I say, we had a real pivotal point of the year, and I just hope that everybody is aligning their energy for the best. Because again, with this full moon, this can expand people who are building momentum and going in the right direction with things, and just taking the necessary steps to build and not rush into things, or rush to judgment based upon things that are not clear or seen just yet. Here with the full moon coming into play. Okay. So again, there could be a misunderstanding. There could be a reverse of protection. Or there could be, with a dominant reversal reading, a turnaround of all of this if you've been feeling like things have not been protected or understood. Okay. So you could be turning somebody's judgment, against you or for you as well, based upon certain things that may be being revealed under this full moon. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to end the reading there. I appreciate y'all checking in with me. We did miss yesterday just based upon I had a DJ gig that went real well. It was a very, very great connector as far as me meeting some very influential people in my community and people that can actually help me in certain ways in my business ventures. So it's definitely a good thing, to be invited out by certain people in the community that respect what I do musically and actually find a place for it when it comes to setting the mood and just being in the right vibration and energy when we having certain type of conversations. So just want to say again, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, check in with me tomorrow for the Saturday reading. Sunday we'll do a full moon reading, which is going to be interesting because I'll do a double read that day. So the video will probably be a little extra long, but yeah, y'all tune in. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Peace.